What's going on there, Bobby? How you doing today?
I'm doing good, man. How about you?
Man, it's a beautiful day here in Indy, that's for sure. We got some sun, we got some humidity. It's just, yeah, everything just gets kind of sticky here. But yeah, we're looking to have a great show. We got a special in-house guest, and okay, we have Carol from Success Beyond School organization, and she's going to be sharing a lot of information about her organization and what the school's doing. And we're also going to be talking about this upcoming concert, and we have a special in-house guest who we're going to kick it off with first, and that's our one and only Tracy Drake. Tracy, how you feeling today?
I'm better.
Better? I can see your eyes now. You don't look like a raccoon.
We need a before and after picture of my eyes.
There you go. But Tracy's going to get a chance to talk a little about this upcoming weekend. We've got a huge concert that's going to be at the Athenaeum this weekend, and we've got special guests Alex Vigneault and also Reggie Foster Jr. And Tracy, tell us a little bit about what you got going on this weekend.
Well, we'll be celebrating the 4th anniversary of the Jumbo Love Show. So like you said, Chris, it's going to be this Friday, May the 22nd. The doors open at 7. The concert's going to start at 8 o'clock. We are sold out of our VIP tickets, but we still have our $30 general admission tickets available. And also we got a little package where you can pay $300, get advertisement, get 10 tickets to give out to your friends or your associates. And that's gonna, and a commercial for 1 month.
For 1 month?
For 1 month, yeah. To help support your business, your organization, or whatever you have going on.
Yeah. So there's a lot happening over here at Radio Next, huh?
Yes, it is.
We got the Jumbo Love Show, the 4th anniversary, but we've got a lot of new shows that are coming on board too. And I just want to pay a few bills out here. We are sponsored by WebSource International. We provide custom technology solutions for your businesses. If you're looking for website development, app development, any technology that you might need, whether it's video surveillance cameras, point-of-sale systems, credit card processing, or IT consulting, just give us a call at 317-652-2815 or visit us online at www.websourceinternational.com. So we want to give a special welcome to Carol. How are you today?
I'm doing great.
You're doing great. So Carol, tell us who you are and what are you doing here on a nice day like today?
Who I am? Okay, I have worked actually in the medical field for over 25 years.
Okay.
But my passion has always been helping people in nonprofits. And growing up, basically my mom had me around a lot of children's homes.
Okay.
So I was able to really see and do a lot of activities with different teenagers to really try to help them feel like, they weren't lost in the system.
Okay.
So that's something that's always been a passion for me. And just throughout the years, we've seen more and more schools have taken out, basic programs, your home ec programs, some of your shop programs.
Yeah,
so
I
your
remember home ec. We
economics.
used to cook and we used to do all the other different things to shop.
Budget,
Yeah.
learn to shop, learn to cook,
Right.
Basic shop economics, learn about money, how to use it.
Right.
Most of it's been taken out of the schools. How are these kids going to learn?
Okay. So what is it that you're actually going to do for them, or what are you doing for them at this time?
We are a new nonprofit, and what we are doing is we're going to be creating classes to offer to kids age 12 up to young adults age 25.
Okay.
It's based on the Wheel of Life. The Wheel of Life is our different areas right here.
Okay.
We're looking at health, work, social, family, financial, relationships, leisure, and personal growth.
Okay.
So what we're doing is not just, there's 3 of us who started this, but we're wanting to bring in individuals, it could be parents, it could be retired teachers, or even current teachers over the summer, community leaders, help to go in and teach some skills and some strategies to kids.
Okay.
That's been left out, so you're not struggling so hard on a daily basis when you're on your own.
Okay. Now, where are you guys located at, or what are the areas that you serve?
We're serving all of Indianapolis. It's currently right now, it's just through our homes. It's brand new. We're working on getting our 501c3 and to have a building where we can have both classes there and to go to your place. It could be going to a school, a church, community center. We can help anybody from even a single child up to a whole room, say 500 kids at a time.
500 at a time. Wow. And I'm just going to read some of this for you listeners out there. Success Beyond School. They have a website, successbeyondschool.org. Basically, we live in an educational world focused on heavily and standardizing testing. While this method provides an excellent measuring system for learning core curriculum, it leaves a gap in learning and life skills vital to surviving and succeeding in today's world. So Success Beyond School provides programs that teach children and young adults aged 12 to 25 life skills that they need to be tomorrow's leaders and caretakers. So I think that's an excellent, not only about who you are, but an excellent mission statement. And so how is it that you came up with this? You were saying that you were always part of it when you were younger, but what really clicked? You know, was there something that you needed when you were younger, or was there something that you saw, or what kind of got you to branch out?
Well, it's two different areas. Growing up with, going to some of the children's homes, especially at Christmas time,
Yeah.
and seeing the kids who had nowhere to go,
Okay.
who had no family, and that is really getting them to open up to me of what they were struggling with.
Right.
So it wasn't just, oh, here's my schoolwork. Yes, they were in school, they had people helping them with that,
Okay.
but it was just skills.
Right.
Because they didn't have that parent, that family, that somebody who was really willing to take the time to show them, what am I gonna need when you kick me out of here at 18?
Right.
So a lot of that's what's always kind of been in my mind. And earlier last year, I was at a meeting with Congressman Carson's representative from office, and she was talking about how much she loves education.
Mm.
And she says, I need to talk to you a little more about this since this is something you enjoy.
Okay.
So I went down to their office, and she told me that he's trying to have a bill before Congress for multiple years to offer small grants to either small businesses or individuals to go into the schools and community centers and everything, help teach stuff like this. And the U.S. Department of Education says it's not important to have scores on.
Wow. Wow.
And that got me honestly mad.
Okay.
So it's like, that is not fair to all these kids out there that you're taking more and more out of the schools that they need.
Right. It's not based on just the scoring system, because as we found out, that scoring system is flawed, and it's not really the benchmark for things to really happen, because we're losing teachers, schools are shutting down, all because they think test scores have to be a certain way. But if these skills don't have those life skills or those social skills or the other things that they need, how can they do well in school?
They can't. And that's the thing about it. Most people think about, oh, if I can do reading, writing, and arithmetic, I can survive. Well, when you start talking to, say, for example, manufacturing plants,
Yeah.
just some of the baseline workers, they say, we can't find young people today because they don't know math without a calculator.
Right.
When you're on the line, you can't do that.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's teaching the passion for kids to want to learn the math. You know, I saw a statistic that says 60% of kids no longer want to have anything to do with math or science by the time they're in 8th grade because of the teaching system.
Right.
And that's not putting any teacher down. They're
Right.
told you teach a certain subject this way and that's it. But it's putting the passion back into it,
Right.
letting them see, for example, all the ways you could use math
Okay.
and to make it fun. So we're trying to make it interesting, serious, but interesting, getting kids involved and getting parents to say, oh, I haven't thought about that with my child.
Right.
So I talked to a lady a couple weekends ago at the library at a nonprofit meeting I was at, and she was like, what do you mean I'm not teaching my child certain things? And I said, use this example. You have a teenage child who can drive, wants a car. Are you going to go out and buy a car for them, or are you going to go out and show them how to look up a car online, how to find out if you want a used car, a new car, the prices, how you're going to pay for that, how to look up insurance, what kind of insurance? Are you just going to buy that car? She said, I'll buy it. Is that not a disservice to them? Because you may buy a used junker for now, but when they need that better car and they're not living at home, where are they going to go? What are they going to do? And how?
They won't have a pattern of what to do, what you were supposed to show them years ago.
Right, so it's all about strategies. It's not just, we're not just want to throw information at them. It's how to find things, how to ask, what to ask, to give them, you know, an opportunity to really learn about what it's going to take to be successful in life. not struggle from day to day.
Well, and that's very important that you mention that. And tell you what, Carol, we're going to cover a little commercial break here, but when we come back, I want to find out, you know, your staffing. I want to find out what other support you need from, you know, community leaders or mentors and things of that nature. I've got tons of questions and things I'd like to ask you. So, Bobby, let's go ahead and take a commercial break.
We're listening to Indy Talk Town Old Group Radio on Radio Next TV.
All right. You have a Facebook page too?
Yes.
Okay. What is it?
Success Beyond School.
You already got a demo started?
No, I mean, I'm just going to like
Look at the page,
get
yeah.
some information.
I'll look at the website too. The website has some details about your history. You guys got some education going on.
And looking at the nonprofit stuff, all three of us, we probably have over 30 years experience combined.
So how many staffers do you have now?
There's three of us and then my husband, he's a consultant that helps us. Really looking for volunteers.
Okay. Have you looked at different mentors and everything like that?
We do look into with HB a lot, and with the library system, their nonprofit training, and one of us talking with multiple different people who are in nonprofits, what kind of advice can they give?
You got them on the website now, just everybody can know more. Okay, new workshops and seminars. And you've done some videos too?
One of the first videos on there is an example of one that I've done, about saving money, and the $25.
Because I know also, BMO Harris Bank, they actually have these little workshops that they teach, you know, young people or young people, kind of like a career path to try to get your credit, other things type of that. You know, so I'll introduce you to Lisa Mooney. So I think we're good. What's your schedule on Thursday morning? I was talking to HB about this networking with officials, but we do a lot within the community. I think that would be a good time for you to come out and meet, you know, 25, 30 years. So it's Others First Networking. Here, we meet at the Delaware Township Building on East 131st Street, right before I-37, and we meet 7:30 to 8:30. But I think that'd be a great place to find other people who have, you know, they're all business owners, but we all are benevolent, you know, our time that we use. And I think that might be a good resource.
I'll write that address down for you.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's Delaware Township, and actually we can do the website. It's Others First Networking, so Others, and then First, FIRST, networking.org. And if you go to the website, I'll put it up here for you. You'll be able to see. That's pretty much what we try to focus on. Making a difference in the community we live, work, and play. And so from here, here's our oath. We will strive to make a difference in the community we live, work, and play. We will, run our businesses in the ground and professional manner. We will, treat our business owners with respect and help them build their businesses. So anyone that comes in to our arena, whoever we talk, our whole thing is not about us, not here, not my product, it's about so what do you do? How can, how can we help you? So we meet every Thursday, so next meeting is going to be on the 21st. And so from there, yeah, 7:30 in the morning. That's going to be pretty nice. So that's going to be our visit as well. Actually, our bank is going to be there as our education motivational speaker, and so it's gonna be pretty nice. Oh, okay. You know Darren Kyle? Darren has a group, and he deals with, he does mentoring for, what's one of his business? Brain things, Youth Mentoring Initiative, that's the name of his organization. Have you heard of them? They work out of Hamilton Southeast. So they got quite a big one. Is that one or two?
Typically we do two, but
That was two?
no, that was one.
Okay.
Just one.
But, yeah, he's constantly looking for, people, they do a lot of trouble. And, you know, we can say trouble, because, you know, it's just those who aren't getting those life skills or trying to support other things like that. So he'd be a great person to help you.
That's right, Reggie Foster Jr. and Alex Bouillon. May 22nd, doors open at 7 p.m. Concert begins at 8. The Jumbo Love 4-year anniversary show is sponsored by Community Rural Non-Profit College Planning Strategy, Latham C. Alexander Jr. Collection, Martin University, Cruise Planet, Shars Hair, and DJGino.com. We are Jumbo Love. Who you love? Get those tickets now. Latham C. Alexander Salon, 2721 East 56th Street, or Shars Hair at 8330 Nab Road, Suite 130 in Indianapolis. Come out to the RadioNext.TV studio, 6267 Kaufman Road, Indianapolis. Get those tickets online, PayPal. Go to the RadioNext.TV website. That's right.
Can they donate online too?
Or Reggie Foster Jr. 4 years.
We have set it to PayPal.
Or they want to call us if they don't want to do it online.
Okay.
That's Square. Eventually, we want to get the whole way.
You want to have a merchant? Yeah, that's why you want to set up for a lot of businesses. Who's that, Bob?
That is Joey Somerville featuring Earl Clue. Somerville's S-O-M-M-E-R-V-I-L-L.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Man, I finally got a stream up on YouTube. It's a pain.
Oh,
Oh, geez, it's a pain.
oh, it worked?
It works. I finally got it to work.
Okay, what happened? What was it?
Well, see, you gotta convert files, and you gotta convert. Yeah, the stream you gotta make the movie, you gotta use the movie maker, because I finally, figured it out. But it's not a, man, it takes, like, I had to convert the file first, and then go convert the file again. So
We just got the MP3 in there to make the movie? Oh, never mind. I didn't have it. That's okay. How long is that?
59 minutes.
Okay.
What, the stream?
Yeah, but you got it up there now.
Well, it's up there now. I'm trying to see how you can just pull it up with search, and I had to go to pull it up to the channel.
Right.
I've been playing with this
Just
stuff.
call it, just see what I'm saying, video, date and time.
No,
That's probably less than that.
it's too many of them.
Well, no, I'm just saying like,
But you're talking about this on YouTube.
yeah, but you can add that to a playlist. So if you click on that video right now.
So that'll get it up.
Right.
Playlist. Okay, so from here. Yeah, add to, yeah.
Yeah, add a playlist.
That's good.
So let's create a, see what I'm saying, playlist. And then any video you have, we'll just go there.
Okay, all right.
And then we'll just take that link to that playlist and put it to the website. And all the videos will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Show. Radio show. Radio show.
Yeah, ain't nothing quick about it, even though, you know,
It's just a little process.
ain't nothing quick about it. This is almost a 2-hour process. So,
That's some saltwater taffy, key line. This from Key West, Florida.
now that's just the,
Like, well, this is a word or worders, word one.
so I have to figure out how much I'm gonna charge you. You know, I kinda got a baseline, but it ain't gonna be quick, man.
Well,
Ain't gonna be quick at all.
but remember,
But this is the main show. These are the main shows. First,
well, those are all the old shows, right?
yeah, but the old show, the first 2 shows, the absolute main shows, because we had the president of the Ron Brown. Yeah, these are old shows, but I ain't even dealt with them, too.
Right.
Back when that Indy Talk in town, radio late 19
Bobby caught me chewing on something.
Yeah, that saltwater taffy.
Saltwater taffy,
Caught
Key
myself.
West, Florida. Man, it's nice and good. So we're back in studio. We've had a good conversation here with Carol of Success Beyond School. And Carol, wanted to find out who's your team that's working with you, and kind of like what's their background?
One lady's name is Shannon Davis George, and her background is in English. So she's got a degree in English, and she's written a lot of programs, even ones for the state of Indiana, and some of their training. So I felt she would be a very good person to have on my team. And then a gentleman named Christian Tombers, he's got over 20 years sales experience. So he's helping train us besides.
Okay. Teaching you how to get out there and communicate and work with people.
Right, so this is a whole learning process for us. I've owned my own business for 7 years.
Okay.
So at least I have that kind of background, and I grew up in a family who had their own business, so my dad taught me all of that. I got to see the good and bad and ugly side of owning your own business.
Okay. What type of business did you have?
I audit claims for fraud and abuse in healthcare.
Okay.
So,
That's a lucrative business because there's a lot of fraud, waste, and abuse in healthcare, right?
and I do that for the big insurance companies, but I also have a division I call Medical Bill Rescue. So that's where I help individuals. You see something that looks wrong, your insurance is denied something, I don't understand it, that's where I can step in to help. So I know the lingo, and I can tell you right up front if there's something wrong on the provider side that's causing your claim not to get paid.
That's good. All right. So really, with the business model that you're putting together, you're trying to find financial support.
Yes.
Okay. So what have you done, or how can we kind of help you in that particular area?
One thing we're doing for a fundraiser is coming up on the 28th. It is at the Steer Inn. It's a historic little restaurant. They are doing a fundraiser for us, so from 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. If you go in there and get anything to eat, it can be sit down, it can be to go, and if you're within a reasonable area, they'll deliver. You just gotta tell them you're there for the fundraiser, and they're willing to try to help us get this whole process really rolling. We've done a lot of little fundraisers. We've done garage sales, we've done things like Cincy, we've done things like Mary Kay, all different the little stuff. We're really wanting to get into more of the bigger fundraisers. Our real big goal is going to be like some type of maybe smaller black tie affair, with getting a lot of prizes donated, so having like an auction.
A silent auction and everything.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm very familiar with those, how that works out. Now, have you talked with the city at all? Have you knocked on doors there or tried to partner with any of the organizations within the city that can help you?
We've started talking to a lot of other different organizations that are dealing with both teenagers and young adults.
Okay.
So we're working on trying to get some types of partnerships, at least where we can share advice. Because one of my main goals is, I mean, we can't teach everything to every child. But the one thing I do see is most of the organizations here in Indianapolis, they focus on one little small area. And what they focus on is great, but that's not everything. You know, a child needs so many different areas. So one thing we've really thought of doing is partnering with, you know, other nonprofits. So as we teach one area, we can possibly send them to another nonprofit to teach them another area, and another nonprofit to teach them another area, and really focus to help make these kids so much stronger.
Okay. Now, have you reached out to the clergy community, talked to different churches and organizations there?
I've talked to Pastor Jean, she's on one of the radio shows here,
Okay.
and I've known her for probably about 7 years.
Okay.
So she's been giving me some advice there, and I definitely want to get out to more of the clergy. I want to get out in front of the different community centers.
Okay.
So it's just a step-by-step process, so I'm trying to find out who to contact.
Okay.
So get some contact information. Definitely looking for volunteers.
Okay. To help in that area. Because what I like to do, and one thing I try to focus on is for different nonprofit organizations, I have a large network of people that I know, and then I can just talk to them and refer you over to them, and then they can open up some doors that might be able to help you. But one thing that's really important is that you have the passion behind it, and I think that's evident, you know, when you go out to talk to people. But I guess the other part will be what's in it for their parishioners, or what's in it for those children who are underserved, or those between 12 and 25 that you're talking about, the young adults who just don't have it together yet. So we have to figure out how can we create something, or go to these different clergy organizations, churches, and whatever it might be, to help them to say, hey, my flock needs this, and maybe you can come in and do a workshop, or maybe you can come in and do some other things to kind of like open up some doors, because they can preach every Sunday, but to serve during the week, there are a lot of people who have outstanding needs. And I think what you're saying with your program, you want to try to address those needs with your services, your support, your training, your development, to get these people to become better, to feel better about themselves, to be able to grow and not be underserved. So
Definitely, and I mean, 'cause another whole area is, when you give kids and young adults information to help make them stronger and more successful,
Right.
they're not as much likely to be involved with crime.
right,
They're more likely to want to finish school, to get good jobs.
right.
That's something our community really needs.
Oh yeah, definitely. And and with this, Indy Talk of the Town, I know that I've been able to help other organizations come in, and we could record the show, and then you can take the show and then actually place that on your website, or actually send it out to other organizations with an appeal to say, hey, we need your help financially, or we need your support. Can you help us? We are a not-for-profit organization. So by doing those type of things, it will allow you not only to have another platform by using the radio show, but now we can also reach out. Now, another thing that I will share with you that really helps tremendously, you want to do everything for Indianapolis area, right?
Eventually, long-term, we're wanting to get across the whole United States.
Okay, so what if you did something like this, and this is free, and this is just me teaching technology. A lot of these organizations or businesses or places have Facebook.
Yes.
So what if you went on, let's just say, a school, particular Facebook page, and you posted something about your fundraiser, or you posted a video about an appeal or what you're trying to do to serve maybe those people in the community. Now, if you like a school's Facebook page, they allow you to post on it.
Yes.
And if you post on it, hundreds or maybe thousands of people who have already liked their page. So when your post goes there, guess what happens?
thousands of
all those
can
people
see
are gonna
it.
see it. And what if you get maybe 5 or 10 or 20 that say, hey, we need help with that, and that's free. That's the power of social media. So you already have a Facebook page, and it's facebook.com, Success Beyond School.
Correct.
So for those of you who are listening, make sure you go on to and like their Facebook page. But now for you to be able to reach out, you can reach organizations, you can see what they do, see how they do things, their location, and all of those people that are following them, once you post something that is of interest, and I'm not just saying, hey, my name is Carol, come support us. No, but we're gonna have something, your logo, a nice brochure, and when they see it, they can just click it and say, oh my goodness, I never knew that this type of support is made available. What do you think that would do for you?
Oh, that can open so many doors.
Okay, and it's free 99, so remember, it's free. So free is always good, but it's a way to be able to do that. Same thing you can do with Twitter,
Yes.
and you can also do that with Pinterest. Now, what type of people are on Pinterest?
A lot of creative people, mothers.
Who? Mothers. Mothers need what? Help and support. And if they see a cause, they want to be part of something. So Pinterest would be an excellent platform, to be able to reach out. Now, you could create and tell you something for the younger ones. Instagram, the younger kids are on Instagram. And, those are some other social medias that, once people are there and they can see it, they're like, oh, I never knew this was available. Or you could create something that's special just for them. So, those are some just golden nuggets that I try to give people that, you don't have to have a lot of money. You don't have to go out and print all these flyers, because you know what happens if you give me this flyer and I set it down, what happens with the flyer?
It's out of your mind.
But people have smartphones, don't they?
Oh, yes.
Okay, and if you can push something to me or email something to me or send something if I like your Facebook page, now every time that something is liked or posted, automatically there's a notification, and people see you. Success Beyond School, Success Beyond School. Here's Carol again, or here's the new program that you're trying to work with. Guess what happens? It becomes viral.
Yes.
And that works all across the board. That's what we do here with Radio Next. That's what we do with the Indy Talk of the Town and all the other different shows, because we push out to all the people that you might know that you're going to be on our show. And all those people now, hey, we're going to be on the radio, and now they start listening in, and then they also can go on their Facebook page and start, liking the Radio Next, and then they can start sending feedback, and they also call in. How did that work? And it's free.
Yes.
It's just understanding the process and the power behind it.
Yeah.
So, those are the type of things that when I sit down with people, I consult with them, I consult with an organization, and I try to figure out a strategy. Not something for you to go spend more money, but something where you can be innovative and do more.
Definitely.
Yeah, so I think that's something that could really, really help you with that. So, you know what, we're going to pay a few more bills here, because obviously there's some great shows that are coming up. And Tracy, this is a good segue for you to come and talk about what's happening for this coming weekend.
All right, I'm gonna do that. Oh, you me do it now?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought we was gonna go pay some bills.
These are the
Okay.
bills we're paying.
Well, I'm trying to get some paid right now on Facebook, because I'm putting out there that we have a sponsorship package.
Hey!
$300 for the actual concert this weekend. So you get 10 tickets, which you can sell, get some of your money back, or give them to your clients, or just the $300 package. We got the commercial you'll have for a whole month. We'll mention you at the actual concert, which takes place this Friday, May 22nd at the Athenaeum. The concert's at 8 o'clock, the doors open at 7, and we only have the $30 general admission tickets available,
Okay.
which there's no bad seat in the whole place. I don't know if you've been to the Athenaeum. It's really nice, small, and intimate setting for a concert. So this Friday, tickets are still available for $30, and the doors open at 7. The concert will be at 8 o'clock, and that will be Alex Young and Reggie Foster Jr.
All right, and we're going to be celebrating Radio Next's 4th anniversary. So make sure that everyone who's listening, get your tickets, order them online, go to radionext.tv, click on the tickets button, and you can order your tickets today. And Bobby,
Yo,
what's your great play for us?
we're gonna do a little Najee, Tokyo Blue.
Hey,
TV Cuckoo Radio in Talk of the Town.
you're doing good. Look at you.
So she's been there 4 years this year, so.
There you good. But you see how that can help?
Oh, yeah.
And, you know, that's what I try to do. I just try to, I mean, I work with technology all the time. So I'm just trying to think of what's the best way that you can reach people.
Because we put this Facebook page out there, we got the Twitter, but we haven't really thought about all the other people's pages that relate to.
Oh, yeah. And they like it that you like their page. Like I said, look, it's Golden Corral. You like their page. All of a sudden, we got 20,000 followers. And you just say, hey, we're a nonprofit, blah, 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 blah. And hey, make sure you visit our Facebook page, like our page. And then when they like your page, you have all the information about them. So if I like your page, you know my name, you know where I live, you know about my family, you can go to my page, you can see all the different things. And guess what? Now you can send something personal to me.
Yes.
For free. It's amazing. It's amazing. All right, let's see what we got here. So what I want to talk about now, or the next part is, explain your workshops and seminars and what are you looking to do with those. So, you know, we can kind of address that because it's nice that you can reach out to these people and you can help them with it. But what are you actually doing? You know, what method or your tools or, you know, we'll just cover all that. And my wife just called me because she's got off work.
This is depressing coming to America. She's been in London all week. Coming back home. I said, back to Earth. Earth told him to send me. Yeah, she's like 22.
Yeah, okay, I just want to just double check with you. Okay? No, we're good. We got a little, radio break right now. So, okay, so I'll talk to you later.
Yeah, he said who all I like that he would become their organization so I can see these things.
Yep.
You heard 5 links, right? And then I got some people in there. Want me to get in? I'm not network marketing, nothing but radio this.
So you said you're recording?
Yes. So I'll get you a copy of it.
Okay.
So actually, if you go to the website, indytalktotown.com, and there's a video tab on there. But if you want, I'll send you a link to it. So your email address is on there. Cheryl at Success, yeah, I remember that.
SuccessBeyondSchool.org.
Yeah, I can see it now.
I made it easy.
I think, Bobby, did you see the app that he did for you?
I'll show a little bit of it, before we got out of here.
Look at Bobby, look at
Show a little bit of it. Some work on it.
Oh, look at the daddy. Oh, cool. Facebook class reunion. Uh-oh, we got 3 people coming now. Yeah, that's called Indy Ball. I don't know if you've ever heard of it.
Anyway.
It's like Indy Ball.
Indy Ball, okay. Like vaudeville?
Yeah, well, it's, part of a group called Indy Hub. It's a 20 to 30-year-old business professionals. We want to be involved with nonprofits.
Oh, okay.
So, that's coming up next month. They have between 500 and 1,000 people show up every year.
Yeah, you're a person to, a good group of people to reach out to.
Definitely. We got a table there, so.
I'm ready to check out your website. I said, we work with your budget too, so it's not so much that everything has to be the direct cost of something. We can help you out.
She needs to do the website survey.
Well, you could.
Is that necessary? There is a website
Yeah.
survey on our
That
website.
looks good. This is your success. Look at Bobby, look at Bobby in a bit. You got a little map. You got your new.
Like I said, I saw quite a bit of information on your website that I can fill in some blanks and add some tabs.
We can get this out, so we can push this to people.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Got your last sale fundraisers and all the other fundraisers.
And that's the one thing IRS looks at, is all the ways you're trying to raise funds to
Okay.
prove you
Okay,
can,
I need to understand.
you can do this.
There's all your videos, Success Beyond School.
So you had one, Jennifer,
Yes.
video of Jennifer to the rescue.
Facebook page. That's great.
That's really without, manipulate.
And we can put all your graphics and things in. So, yeah, we need to get this out to people. You come see us this week.
What day's good for you?
Are you guys out here on Friday?
Yeah, we can come back Friday.
Someone's here.
Oh, you're gonna be here?
HB is here.
Okay.
We want to talk to him about, he's been doing some sponsorships.
Right.
Make it early.
Wisconsin Day.
Okay. Yeah.
7 in the morning, 8 o'clock.
HB, bye.
Yeah. Hey, yeah, that's where I get up. That's where a lot of stuff done.
What side of town are you on?
I'm on the east side.
Okay.
I'm off, East Washington and German Church.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. What about
Washington Square.
Yeah.
This guy that went to church with us, he was just killed in a car accident on 46th Street on Friday. Somebody ran him stop sign, so we got a four-way stop right there. Somebody ran a stop sign and he didn't have no seatbelt. He was ejected from the car and then got ran over.
So you didn't have a seatbelt on.
No, he didn't. He might have survived it.
If he had a seatbelt on,
Right.
most assuredly,
Mm.
you never know if he didn't have it on.
Then he had a trailer, a trailer on the back of his truck that turned over, which caused his truck to turn over, that's when he was ejected from the car. He's a young guy too, about 50.
Yeah, that's right.
Smoke Sounds of George Benson, RadioLinks.tv, keep it Spanish. And we're back in Indy Talk in town, Pennsylvania.
Hey, thank you, Bobby. How you feeling, Bobby?
I'm feeling good.
We haven't had a good conversation yet.
Yeah, not today.
Oh,
Not yet.
come on, Bobby.
Not yet. What's happening? What's happening?
Man, everything's all good. You know what? Sometimes, we get bogged down with so much work, but, sometimes we gotta just say how much we appreciate people like Bobby. So, Bobby, this is we appreciate Bobby Minton.
Yeah, give it to me above the dirt.
Okay, above the dirt. So here's the last thing I'm gonna say, that how much I appreciate you. If it wasn't for you, we wouldn't have this great sound, this great music, and this great show. So I just wanna say, man, from the bottom of my heart to the top of my bald head, it's all good. It's all good. You greatly appreciate it, Bobby. Now,
Thanks, man.
thanks for spinning that jazz. There you go.
Big old ball.
Yeah, he's just jealous
Shiny bald head on
because
top.
he's follically challenged in there, HB. He got too much follicles on his head. And we're back in studio, and we are been talking with Carol Coots from Success Beyond Schools. And what I wanted to do was talk with her about these programs, the workshops and these seminars. And can you kind of tell our listeners what actually will you do or have you been doing for these young people?
What we're working on doing is not just, we don't want to just teach, we don't want to just hand information to kids, because kids lose interest, they don't listen a lot of times. So what we're wanting to do is make it very interactive. So even though this topic may be serious, it's really getting the kids involved. Having to make them feel comfortable first so they want to get involved. But, so we thought like a very first one could be something on like buying, if you want your first car, what do I do now? That's something kids really think about. So it's taking a topic that they would be interested in and helping them to learn how to strategize. So see, that's a little different than just handing information out. I want to teach them, and we all do, how to learn, how to look up information, where you can go to ask. So if you hit that snag, you don't know where to go, or so your parents don't know, where can I go ask? Where can I find it? Where can I make sure it's true information and not somebody just trying to sell me something? So we really want to make it that kind of interactive, really help them to learn the best way, so no matter what you're looking at, there's always somebody somewhere who can answer your questions.
Now, are you working in a group format? Are you working one-on-one? Are you working in like a classroom or theater styles, trying to teach these people things? How does that work?
We work in mostly small groups, but we can work good. So if a parent says, hey, my child really needs help with this, we'd be more than happy to work with a child one-on-one. Well, we mostly work with small groups, and I mean, we can work with a huge theater-sized group. But I'm really thinking when you're dealing with especially teenagers, a huge theater-sized group, you're probably going to lose them. Lose a lot of their attention if you're not really able to make it so interactive with the kids. So that's kind of where we're thinking the smaller groups, I say smaller, maybe about 20, 30 max. But more like 15 to 20 kids to really help them feel comfortable, ask questions, be able to say, hey, I like this, or I want this, how can I get there?
So that can make a big difference. And then from this workshop, and how long does it normally last?
The typical workshops are about an hour and a half to 2 hours long. So we're trying to make multiple small ones, because again, keeping kids all day long, they're gonna go, oh boy, I wanna play on my phone, I wanna go do this game, I wanna be somewhere else. But we're thinking if it's roughly, we're thinking about an hour, more or less, maybe a few more minutes, and then time for questions. To really get their feedback on, I like this, I wanna learn more, where can I go?
Right. Now, if they do get involved, is there like a completion certificate or a diploma?
There's a completion certificate.
Tell us about that.
The whole goal is long-term, the program's gonna be 8 months long. So there's, the multiple different classes, different subjects, and when you participate in those, at the end, you will get a certificate that shows you have passed. So you have a lot of life strategies. I mean, something people don't realize, these kids, that when you're learning this stuff, you can show this on a resume. You participated in this, because that's gonna make a potential employer go, wow, what did, that's different. So, if you don't have that experience, they may be more willing to give you a job because you are gonna know more information. I mean, a whole section we're gonna talk about is career.
Interpersonal skills and communication skills, things of that nature.
Yes. How to dress for that first interview. If it's, especially if going in a big business and not fast food. How to tie that tie if you don't know how to tie a tie. How to talk, what not to do. What kind of questions you can be asked. What kind of answers they're looking for. So we're really wanting to help in all aspects. And if kids especially want to go to college or some other type of educational program, how to find scholarships. So that's going to be huge.
Now, are you dealing with different demographics?
Yes.
And how are you approaching maybe Hispanic population or maybe African American population or maybe Indian? There's a lot of cross sections here, and then also the Caucasian population. There's a lot of, things change when you get into different parts of town. So how will you address that?
We're really wanting to bring in, that's where we're wanting to bring the different community leaders in and different volunteers to help us teach, or at least help teach us, what's the difference here?
Right.
What kind of things would affect this group over a different group?
Right.
To really be able to, work with those kids and have them understand, and I go, you're not here, you don't understand us.
Right, exactly.
So, I mean, I've literally gone into a complete African American church. I was the only Caucasian person there, and I said, I've been through a lot of situations, people have been through, just please hear me out.
Yeah.
I want to help you.
Okay.
And that's what, and they opened their hearts at that point.
Mm-hmm. And that's the big key, because you have to have something to relate, to them from. I'm from Chicago, and I've been here about 6 years now. And see, when you're in Chicago, you got 200 plus nationalities.
Yes.
So you have to be able to cross,
Yes.
and I'm talking about every culture, every whatever. But I think once people show that you're attempting to learn, like you say hola, como está to somebody, in Spanish, they're like, are you speaking to me? And all of a sudden they have a different approach instead of like, oh, I'm not gonna say anything, or, so we can't stereotype it. We have to figure out how can we reach in to find out, because that person has a heart of a champion. They're looking to grow, they're looking to do something or be something, but who's gonna give them that opportunity?
Correct, and that's where we want to show that we understand there's different values and different beliefs and everything, the different cultures, but we also want to show there's some similarities across
Yes,
the board.
that's the point.
And that's where we really want to hit home.
Okay.
That, and like I said, work with different people who work with the different cultures, and it could be teachers, it could be people in the churches, help us.
Yeah, sports and coaches and things of that nature. Yeah,
Definitely.
that can reach a lot of the children who are suffering from those life skills that you're talking about. Because I have grown children, but I have one daughter, she'll be 15 in August. Now, I spoil her and she's doing great, she's straight A's and everything like that. But, we've been preparing her since she was little to do a lot of different things. But there's some people, their children are 15, 16, 17 years old, they can't speak correctly, they don't have any self-esteem. They're more into trends and fashions versus preparation for life.
Correct.
So, I guess the key thing is just that, it has to start with someone. But then, like you're saying, you're trying to reach out to volunteers and mentors and things of that nature. That can really give you a good base, to really, reach out to those different areas.
Parents who have really been involved with their kids,
Right.
they can maybe help us get into with some of the kids who haven't had
Exactly.
that background.
Right.
So, that's what we're looking to make this a whole community.
Okay.
This is not just 3 people setting up a school.
Yeah.
We're wanting to make this something that is open to any child, starting at that target range from age 12 up to young adults age 25. That doesn't mean we're gonna have some family events. If you have a child who's 12 years old and a child who's 15, that family event is gonna be for everybody.
Right.
And we're bringing in business professionals who also can work with parents. So we're trying to make it where everyone can learn.
Yeah. Now, when you're trying to find a location to really be able to do this, what part of the city are you looking at, or have you tried to find an area that you're trying to serve?
Well, so far, because I am on the east side, and so is one of my business partners, that's kind of where we've looked. We definitely want to make it somewhere that's on a bus route.
Okay.
But the biggest thing is we will come to you. We'll go to the churches. We'll go to the community centers. We will go to the schools. Because we know as we hit inner city kids, they're not going to have bus fare. And even if we had it to give them,
Right.
how many parents are going to let your kids go to a school they don't know anything about?
Exactly. Yeah, I know there's a big, large church at Post Road and 30th Street.
Yes.
Yeah, I forgot the name of the church, but I know they do a lot of outreach. I know that sometimes they allow their facility to be used, for certain programs. And there are a couple other ones that this is off Post Road. It's like at 42nd and Post Road, Capital City. Church of Christ is a really nice one. So maybe what I'll do, I'll refer some of these ministers, to you that you can talk to, because they want to have programs and they do have space, that can be made available and things like that. So,
That would be fabulous. And thing we've thought about doing too, as we get some different businesses to help back us up with sponsorships,
Yes.
just offer it to teach it to all the employees' kids.
Okay.
Kids or grandkids,
Yeah.
to get them involved too, so they can see what we're doing and the need for it.
Right, exactly.
Because that helps spread the word of, wow, I mean, I didn't know how many kids dropped out, or I didn't know how many kids struggled, and everyone who just even sees the name of our company, you know, Success Beyond School, what is that? Well, I had to ask my parents questions the other day. I just didn't know.
It was, right. Okay, well, you know, I know we've covered a lot of information. I've learned a lot. I met you briefly the other day when I was walking out, but I am so glad that you were able to be a guest on our show. I'm glad that Bobby been able to do some things to kind of help you out with app development. We look forward to working with you long term. And could you be a guest again on our show?
I definitely would.
Okay, and before you leave out, tell people how can they contact you, and phone number, and website, and Facebook. Tell us how we can do that.
Sure. Our website is www.successbeyondschool.org. My direct email is just carol@successbeyondschool.org. That's CAROL. And our phone number is 317-572-7498. And please like us on our Facebook page. It's facebook.com. It's Success Beyond School.
Okay. Well, Carol, I want to thank you for coming on the show today. I've learned quite a bit about it, and we're going to make sure we stay in contact. You got my card and everything, and I'm going to make this video available to you so that way you can use this to go out and promote your organization. And I know we covered a lot of things. Anything we missed today?
Not really.
Oh, does it cost anything for the people to be involved?
What we're working on is it's typically $30 for a program,
Okay.
and it's going to involve multiple different classes. And if they don't have the money for that, that's where we're working on our 501c3 so we can get grants and offer scholarships.
Okay.
So no child would actually be left out of the program.
Okay, so they can donate on your website, but also if they are going to get involved in the program, you're basically covering basic costs for certain things. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, good. Okay. All right, well, Carol, we appreciate you being on the show today. We've learned quite a bit about you. And Bobby, did you learn some things today too?
Quite a bit.
Oh, that's good. All right, Bobby, what are we going to listen to right now?
We're going to start off with 3-Step.
Thanks once again, Carol, for being on the show.
You're listening to Indy Talk in Town, Guru Radio, RadioMix.tv.
Okay, let me stop this recording and then